I am your host, James, along with my boy, Kevin Davis. Kev, how are you, bro?
So I'm doing good, hanging in there. I can't wait for this warm weather to come.
Same. And I can't wait to end this baseball slate today because I'm tired of looking at it. Um, so, before we go, why don't you tell our friends about our friends over at whatever sponsor you want to start with.
Yeah. All right. Picture this. It's the middle of summer, 85 degrees. The grill is going, drinks are flowing, and your friend is absolutely selling the food. That's where Big Fork Brand steps in and saves your entire weekend. These guys are making next level barbecue and snack food. We're talking bacon sausage made with nitrate free hardwood smoked bacon, flavors like hickory and applewood, aged cheddar, maple and brown sugar, spicy three pepper, plus craft pork jerky and meat sticks. Yep, meat sticks. High protein, keto friendly, perfect for the car, golf course, on your couch, wherever. And the quality is legit. 100% heritage hogs, raised outdoors, no antibiotics, sourced from sustainable farms. Everything's made in small batches, so every bite actually hits. They have these Chicago style sauces that combine all your favorite toppings into one unreal zesty sauce. It makes anything you throw on the grill taste like a gourmet meal. And people are obsessed. They literally call the bacon sausage life changing. So, whether you're on a road trip, at a barbecue, at a tailgate, poolside, or just need a snack that isn't trash, Big Four Brands has you covered. Go grab some right now and use the promo code DOLLARBET for 20% off. That's DOLLARBET for 20% off. Don't show up to your next barbecue empty handed.
God, I cannot wait to absolutely barbecue
Oh,
in the
it's going to be
next couple
amazing.
weeks.
It's going to be
This
amazing.
weekend's to be good weather. Next week is going to be good weather. Hopefully, it just stays and never goes and never
Oh,
goes.
I cannot wait to put my patio furniture out, get the grill off, clean it. Oh, God.
Yeah, yeah.
It's honestly the
I
best time of the year.
it really is the transitions of the seasons is always like the best, like going from winter to spring and then going from like
Hmm.
fall or summer to fall because it's like
Oh, yeah.
it's never hot as hell, it's never cold as shit unless it was today, cold as shit, or yesterday, cold as shit, but
Yeah.
it's like just perfect, like you don't want to, it's right in the middle, you don't have to worry about anything, and you just, light jacket for other people that are not sickos like me when it comes to winter, but it's like perfect time of year. So, kind of a rundown what we're going to talk about. So we're going to start with the national championship game. It was a good game. I think we kind of expected, the outcome, especially after what Michigan did to Arizona. We'll dive into some of the
Yeah.
baseball that's been going on the last week, and then we'll finish off with what we want to talk about, with the Masters, which is I can't wait for it. You
Hmm.
can't wait for it. We all can't wait for it. So start
Easily
us
one of my
off.
favorite weekends of the whole year.
Yes, because it's
So,
just the actual full signal that spring is here or spring is coming.
yeah, spring is here. Good weather's coming. That's what that like. You get done with March Madness, you get done with college basketball, and then you
Mm-hmm.
start getting into golf and moving on to the playoffs. The warmer weather, baseball's kicking off. It's great. But
Mm-hmm.
national championship recap. I think my picks. I think Ray Charles could have picked better than my picks. I think I went for. I really do like, and it wasn't like it was like I was on a bad side. It's just the game flow. Um, I, the ending to that game, I'm still gonna call. I'm gonna call the FBI. There was something going on. The guy missed two free throws, and then the same guy at the end that missed the two free throws gets the rebound and just chucks it full court. So I'm
Yeah,
like, all right. And then of course UConn banks a three. I couldn't
yeah,
win,
that was
but
that was a little crazy. That little last
yeah,
second kind of heave. That I thought it was a two at first as soon as he shot it, but then once that happened, I was like, "Good lord!" I was like, "Is this really
yeah,
going to cover? Is that number going to really get a hit?" It just felt like it though. So I watched like half of it because I had softball with for my job, So I went and caught up halfway. But from what I was reading and from what I was watching the game, it looked like it was just Michigan's the better team. They're clearly the better team. It's not an ass kicking because UConn played their heart out. It's not like what Michigan did to Arizona, which was basically murder. And it's just all right, UConn deserves to be here, but they just might be a little bit too outnumbered against the Michigan side. And it clearly showed a little bit.
Yeah.
Just the talent level. Obviously, Hurley's a great coach. UConn's a great program, so they're always going to stay tough. They never get blown out or anything like that. So I really think that after watching Saturday's game against Arizona, the way that Michigan just destroyed them, it was kind of obvious that you can't really go wrong picking Michigan in that spread. I don't blame you for taking that spread because I probably would have. I just felt like it's something that was just funky, whether it be UConn covering that number or UConn winning the game. So it was either one of those two. I never really expected that to actually happen.
Well, it also doesn't help the fact that every single team that played UConn just decided not to just hit any 3-pointers. Not like they had like guys in their face or like hands up or tough defense. They just blatantly missed. Like it's honestly insane.
Just wide open shots.
It kind of went like we all expected. Like we knew Michigan was just going to win. Or we knew it was going to come down to at least one of those big four teams, whether it be Michigan, Arizona, Duke, Florida. But luckily for me, my parlay is still intact. So those of you that don't know, I had the USA hockey, Michigan. I think it was Colorado to win the Stanley Cup. Detroit Pistons to win the East. And the Atlanta Falcons to win the NFC South. So hopefully the other two can come in, and then I could just hedge my bet.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're going to hedge every single damn team possible. And Falcons to win the South after all things. And it's just like, dude, you take as much money as you need, and you just pick it on the other three and just call it a day at that point.
What's crazy, though, is like I look at that division, and I'm like, I feel like anybody could win, so it's really a toss. And when you look at it, like the Falcons beat the Rams last year at the end of the year when the Rams were clicking on all cylinders. So it's whatever. But
that division's always
that's
hopefully
another conversation for another show.
Yeah, because if it's not the Knicks, then I want the Pistons to do it so that you can continue with that bet for sure. So. Yeah, I mean, it goes to show. I mean, I know there was a couple of upsets this year compared to last year when it came to the NCAA tournament. As teams started to find like these little, these better players and bring them over to their bigger, campuses outside of the, the top tier ones, like BYU with the kid they have, and then UConn was able to keep everything close knit, but. I think until things start to change a little bit more with the the NIL money, that we're going to still see the Michigans, the UConns, the Dukes, these teams being in the Final Four until something either changes along with NIL money or some low tier school just takes 6-7 random basketball players that end up being amazing or denied by other schools and put them all together.
Yeah. Yep. I just feel bad. The only person I feel bad for is Terrace Reed. Because Terrace Reed started at Michigan. The 2 years he was at Michigan, UConn went back-to-back. He transferred from Michigan to UConn and lost to Michigan in the national championship game. So you can't make that up.
It's like when a little bit of opposite of it, but like it's when Will Smith is on every World Series team. Whether it be the Dodgers, Braves, it's so
Rangers, everything.
Sense.
Yeah. Yep.
It's just like one of those things where, you just get the guy on your team, you're at least going to make the finals kind of shit.
Yes.
So, but I mean, like I said, good game. I wouldn't say it's an instant classic. Definitely not in that tier, but, good game. Good, kind of sweat a little bit, but in the end, it kind of just showed, Michigan was easily the better team and that they were going to win that game no matter what. So
Yeah.
early on, I'm just taking shot in the dark about team next year. I think Texas Tech, for a long shot play. I don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, I'm not knee deep in anything, but I was just looking at odds. I think they were like plus 2,500 to win it. I'll take it just for fun and see if I want to.
Right now is one of those times where it's like you could throw a bet in right now and it could look really good, or you're like, shit, like everybody just transferred. So I looked. One of them I didn't mind was Arizona. Arizona, I think, was like 17-1. They're always going to be there. I think Michigan's like the clear-cut favorite, though. I think they're like plus like 900 or something like that.
Still good numbers.
Oh, I know. So it's not a terrible number. And like what I always do, throw it in a parlay, and I'll see you later.
We'll see you next year. So, all right. So let's transition a little bit to MLB. Well, today, betting-wise, today was probably the worst day.
Before we do that, I just want to talk to you guys over at Pins and Aces. Now, if you're like us and you like golf, you love looking good, and you love chirping your buddies when you slice one into the woods on the hole 3, that's where Pins and Aces comes in. These guys make some of the cleanest golf gear on the planet. I'm talking polos, hats, hoodies, golf bags, stuff like that. Actually makes you look good and makes you feel like you're playing good too. Even if you just shot a 103 and you blamed it on the wind and it shanks off of somebody's house, that's besides the point. And the best part, their stuff is ridiculously comfortable. Like, comfortable enough that you could wear it at a bar, yelling at your buddies in a book because you just cashed like a plus 7,000 parlay, which doesn't really happen to us a lot. So if you want to look like the best golfer in your group, even if you're absolutely not, go check out Pins and Aces. And because they rock with dollar bets, you get a deal. Use promo code DollarBets and get 21% off your entire order. Yes, that's 21%. Not 10, not 15, 21. Go to pinsandaces.com, grab some gear, look like a legend. Masters is coming up. You want to go out and play on the golf course with your buddies, go to Pins and Aces. They'll hook you up once you put our promo code in. And then, maybe you'll look good. You get, maybe if you're lucky, you can get the Cart Girl's number. But head on over to Pins and Aces and use that promo code.
So I can't wait to get back out there because that's one of the things I've been looking forward to the whole time. I know like people have started playing already, but yeah. I don't know. There's just like I don't feel like getting up early in the morning right now when it's still 25 degrees in the morning and just going through that slog before you get on the course for real, before it really starts to warm up. So maybe in the next couple of weeks, though, I'll definitely get out there.
Believe me, like I'm in that golf league and I play in the summertime and I get up at like 6 in the morning. Me and Pete, we get up at 6. And I'm telling you, it's like July, August, and it's like 50 degrees out. And you're like, shit, it's like cold as hell out here. So I can only imagine the people that are sickos doing it right now. It's 30.
I can't. I've done it a couple times in my life. Now that I've gotten older, I'm just like, you know what? I'll just wait an extra 3 weeks and we'll go from there. Like, and this is, me, I don't care about the cold at all. I just like, for a sporting like that, like if you told me that I'm playing football at 8 o'clock in the morning like that, I'll ball in. But when I know and I'm standing there with golf after just one shot,
but you want to be comfortable. You don't want to be freezing your balls off out there. You want to be comfortable, especially you don't want to be freezing. You lose a sleeve of balls, and you're like, all right, screw this. I want to go home. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. What are we doing? I just lost $10 worth of golf balls. I want to go home.
For sure. So before we get into the Masters, we'll recap baseball real quick. So. Like I said for today, betting day does not look good. Framber Valdez is getting fucking smoked, so it looks like it's going to be a losing day for me. After a couple of days,
losing day for me.
Yeah.
Yesterday was my first. Yeah, yesterday was my first losing day in like, I think it was like 4 days. I think that stretched from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think I went like 10-4-1 or something like that, or 14. I couldn't
No, you're on
remember.
fire.
But
Yeah.
I was on a heater, and I was just picking out winners, and I kind of like rolled over a lot of them because it's like you can kind of tell, like, and like what you do, you find a line early in the morning or early in the day before everybody jumps on it, get it right there because you know everybody's going to tell. Like one of them was Houston overs. I think like Houston overs hit like 5 days in a row, and I just hopped on it until it just finally did hit anymore. And go figure, it didn't hit against the Rockies.
Yeah, after the Rockies scored 8 runs and Houston scored what, 1?
Yeah.
Like
The line was at 11.5. So
yeah, they swept them, which was insane.
You know, in Colorado too.
Yeah, this is always like, you know, early on where it's like, oh, this trash team wins 10 out of 15. You're like, maybe they're not as bad as we think. And then all of a sudden, the end of April hits early May, and you're just like, oh wait, no, we're right back to where we think they're going to be. So.
That's Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's just going to shoot its load in the first 2 months, and they'll die off.
I mean, they're definitely much improved from last year. I mean, it's
absolutely. The lineup is just like the additions of Lowe and O'Hearn, and Griffin getting called up now. It's just it makes the line. You could just tell, like, all right, now we got ball players. Because I was just watching the Reds game, and I saw Cabrian Hayes up at bat, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy.
Great defense, but can't hit for shit.
Nope, I think he was like batting like 25.
Yeah, that's brutal. But yeah, I mean, yesterday was a big killer for me. I mean, it was a good day, you know, profit wise, but missing the 3-leg parlay for the Crazy Eights strikeouts by 1.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
And I was so mad because it was the 6th inning he was in. He had 89 pitches, and he had the last guy, and he had him at 2 strikes, and the guy grounded out. So it was unfortunate, but he had 91. And I know they had a depleted bullpen. So I was like, okay, because that's what I'm kind of looking at. As much as I love the line, I'm looking at the bullpen from the day before. Okay, how many guys did they use? Did they use guys back to back? Is this guy available? Is that guy not available? Because as much as I love K-props early on this season, they are still not going to use guys 3 out of 4 days, 4 out of 5 days in the bullpen. So they're going to push these starters to, you know, cover an extra inning, which I thought they were going to get at least Evaldi get against the right-handed hitter, but they were like, no, just get him out of the game now. Which I was, because he had 2 strikes and I think back-to-back hitters, and he walked one and then he got one to fly out. So I had it there, and it was very close. And I probably should have went down 1 more for him, but I was like, I felt pretty confident because Seattle strikes out so much.
Yeah, I think I might just start doing, like, I know I do 5 straight like MLB plays. I think if I'm going to do strikeouts, I think I'm just going to do a parlay system and call it like the Take 5, like Take 5 parlay, 5 guys for 5 Ks, because I feel like 5 strikeouts is like in that number, and like you could juice it and you can do whatever. Because I feel like a lot of these lines that are at like 6.5, or like 7.5, or like if you try to do like the 7 at like plus 150, I swear to God, every single time I do it, the guy ends with 6.
Yeah,
every time.
It's so bad because when you have like guys like Scooble and Sale, their line is always set at 8.5, 9.5, and you're just like,
I know.
You don't even want to take it because it's just so many. Not that they can't do it, but you're focused on every inning instead of getting a guy who has 6.5, like you said, who can have 2 first inning, none the second, 2 the fourth, or 2 the third, and then you got 3 innings left to get 2 strikeouts. And it's very possible that it hits more.
Yeah. Like last night, I had Schlittler to get 7 Ks, and he was at 6, and then he finally got the 7th on like 2 outs. Literally the next inning, they took him out. So I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
I was like, thank God. Like,
Go ahead.
No. Go.
I was going to say these demon parlays that I've been trying to hit a little bit. Like yesterday, was a 3 out of the 5 hit. Scooble's the one that didn't hit. Schlittler didn't hit because he missed by 1. But Taj Bradley hit. Evaldi hit with his 8 or 7 Ks. So it was there. It just like you go back to the Skubal and Sale having such a high number, and you're just like, shit. Like they need to strike out the side at least 2 out of these 6 innings they're going to pitch to even have a chance here.
Yeah.
So, but around the league itself, ever since my rant on Monday or Friday, but of course they lose today. But ever since my rant on Friday about the Mets, they were hitting at a clip, scoring runs like
the hottest team and one of the hottest teams in baseball.
Yeah, so
I think it was between them and the Pirates. Like they were like the 2 hottest teams in baseball.
Yep. So perfect timing. They lose today, of course, when I get on the show. So they can run and hide again like a bunch of assholes that they are sometimes. But it's Dave. I need David Peterson off the damn team. I cannot understand how everyone liked him. I know he had a good stretch for 3 months last year, but then he faltered off. I was hoping that it was more like his pitching's never done this his body's never done this much pitching in his life, a full season like this. But it seems like he just lost something. And it kind of makes sense now that they were looking to trade him in the offseason, because I think there's something that we're missing that's, I never thought he was a great pitcher to begin with, or a good pitcher to begin with. I just think he had like his stretches and his good runs. But there was nothing I never.
He's a serviceable pitcher.
Yeah, but he's our 5th guy. Like he's our 3rd guy.
Yeah,
and he should be a 5 or maybe a 4. And Senga looks like he's getting back to form. Yeah, Senga looks like he's getting back to form. Peralta's been a little up and down, but I'm not really worried about it, because if you really want to go deep dive into it, him and Paul Skeens have the same ERA. So it's like we praise Skeens, but we're gonna fault Peralta. Like, come on. So.
And Skeens, it's just because he got lit up in that first game. His will drop.
Yeah, but, I'm not worried about Skeens.
Do you think the Mets? Do you think the Mets need to go out and get a bona fide ace?
No, because the only reason why I say that, because Senga, if this is Kodai Senga, this guy that we have right now that's pitched these 2 games or 3 games, I think 2. That is Kodai Senga. I've seen Kodai Senga pitch well in his career. Very well, actually. He had a 1.6 ERA last year from April till the middle of June until he got hurt. And then 2 years ago before that, he was the same guy doing the same thing. So I think he's very particular in his mechanics. He's very particular in the way he starts. And those things always annoy me. So their bona fide ace is Freddie Peralta. If Kodai can turn into the guy that they signed 3 years ago, then they have 2 aces. Maybe not your Chris Sale, your Paul Skeens, your Jacob deGroms, not Bear Coles, Max Fried, not that ace, but it's still damn good ace that you can stop the bleeding at some point.
Yeah, like you got like high-end 2s. You don't have a 1, you got high-end 2s.
Yeah. And I'm perfectly fine with high-end 2s, because high-end 2s get the job done just as much as high-end 1s.
But my argument with that is, so you're fine with Peralta, Senga, and Peterson as a 1, 2, 3 going into the playoffs? Because usually these rotations, they're only 3 pitcher based.
Yeah, well, put it this way:
for a good majority.
Put it this way: if the playoffs started tomorrow, David Peterson's not on the roster. It's going to be Peralta, Senga, and Nolan McLean.
McLean, that's all I was asking. Because
but Nolan McLean.
Because for me, it's like, all right, Kev, you got 3 guys, do or die. You taking it? Skeens, Bubba, and Keller. Like, that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I don't blame you one bit. That's exactly what I would go with too. But it's just like Nolan McLean is just as good as these guys, and he's going to continue to get better and better. I mean, you see the way these pitches get thrown by him. They're the fucking frisbees coming out the bat at 97 miles an hour. Like, it's insane what this kid can do. So it's honestly incredible how they can. My biggest point is that I think they need to go get a bat. Listen, if Skubal is available at the trade deadline, go and get him. If you think your team is good enough to win the World Series, because Skubal might be the difference between beating the Dodgers and not beating the Dodgers. But I would really like one big bat, aka Pete Alonso, just a guy to hit home runs, because there's a lot of base hits, and I love the base hit shit. Don't get me wrong. Pass the baton. At some point, you need a goddamn 3-run home run. just to smack the hammer on the ice and break this whole thing. Because even today, like they go down 5-0 quick. All right, whatever. Singles. And I'm like, guys, can somebody hit a home run? Just somebody. Give me a solo shot. I know they're waiting on, Alvarez can do it, but if you're waiting for your ninth batter to hit home runs for you, then you're not a good power hitting team. So you need that one big power guy. If they would have replaced Polanco with Pete, we would have a different conversation. But I like Polanco too, and I think he fits in perfectly. But for what the team is built as, you're looking at him to produce some power, and it's like he's not that much of a power hitter. Yeah, he can hit 20 home runs, but you're really going to go 20 home runs, 15 home runs with Bo compared to 40 by Pete, and you still could have got Bo. So unless Vientos turns into 2024 Vientos again, which could be possible. He's been on a very nice hot streak, and let's see if he continues with that. But again, we're playing a what if game with that. So until Juan Soto comes back, because I know he's hurt for like the next 2 to 3 weeks, you kind of can't play that game, and these guys need to continue to produce, and they have for the last 5 games. But when does that run out? Like Mauricio's not, he might be ready for a pinch hit, but you're not going to rely on him to win you games. You're not going to rely on Brett Baty to win you games. You're not going to rely on Vientos unless he turns back into 24 Vientos to win you games. That's where the Juan Sotos, the Bo Bichettes, the Pete Alonsos comes up and shine. So that's my biggest thing there. I don't know where Kevin lost. I don't know if he can't hear me or I don't know what happened. But can you guys hear me? Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. If not, then I've just been talking into air. But back to the Mets, though. I do like the team. I think it can be very enjoyable, but it can be very annoying the way that they've they kind of gone about these games. I can't wait for Soto to come back because it's going to change the lineup again. But I would like, unless Vientos comes back to 24 Vientos and Alvarez picks the next step that we're all waiting for, then that's when I'm going to want to really, really go out and get another bat for this lineup in the offseason, or at least in the second part of this season. Hey, man. And now I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, no, there it is. There, I think I. Talk.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
What is going on?
I don't know.
It's like a running bit where it's like, oh, Kev's fucking Wi-Fi is terrible. I got fiber optic Wi-Fi. I got fiber optic. I'm about to call up Optimum and be like, yo, how come every time I'm trying to do a show, my freaking internet keeps cutting out? That time I'm like, you're like mid conversation. I'm like listening, and then all of a sudden my computer screen just decides to just pop up a message where I go, do you want to update? Update what? I'm doing a show.
I'm in fucking full-blown mood right now. You want to update?
Yeah. Lady. And then I hit X, and then all of a sudden my thing's just like, no, we're just going to reload for you. And I'm like, oh, thanks. That's exactly what I want.
When you just left randomly because I didn't hear you say that you were leaving, I was like,
yeah,
am I just been saying shit and no one's been listening this whole time? And just all right, see you later. I don't know what happened. I was like, I need an adult.
I almost pulled a John and threw my hat on the ground. I was like, damn it.
For the win. Fuck.
Pissed. Yeah. For the win.
So I just rambled more about the Mets and everything, but in the rest of the whole MLB itself, the Yankees are still, winning games. But this is I'm not knocking them. Believe me, I'm not knocking them. April Yankees are the best team in the world. But
yep.
the guys that are doing it, the Ahmed Rosario's last night, perfect example. You're not counting on Ahmed. Yeah, come on. You're not counting on Ahmed Rosario to do that.
His line to hit 2 home runs was 20,000.
I'm pretty sure the FanDuel would have went bankrupt.
If you put $100 on Ahmed Rosario last night, you would have won 20 grand.
No, $100 for plus 20,000. That's $1 million or $2 million, is it not?
No, 100 to win 20,000. If one unit is 20, it's plus 20,000. If you put $1,000 on it, that's like 200 grand.
I think it's $2 million, dude. Plus 20,000.
No.
Plus 20,000, right?
Yeah.
Times 100. It's $2 million.
No, that can't be right. Because if you have a plus two, listen to me for a minute.
No. It makes sense. You're right.
If you have a plus $2,000 parlay and you put $100 on it, one unit, you're winning $2 grand.
Yeah, you're right.
2 million, you got to put 10 grand on it.
All right, fine. Who was the sick fuck that did it? I want to see him.
Portnoy.
Yeah,
rich get richer.
But that kind of goes to what I've been saying, about the Mets. Like, you need these other guys. Like, Lindor's going through his stretch of April. That's what he just does. But the bigger stars are going to have to show up. And, Judge will, Bellinger will. But Trent Grisham's not off to a great start. We kind of saw that coming.
No.
It's just like some of these guys are going to come back down to earth that's playing well for them. Rosario being one of them. And
yeah.
It's just like, Stanton's batting over 300. He's going to go on the IL at some point. Okay. Who else is it? Bellinger's doing well.
He's going to get elbow tendonitis soon.
Yeah. Like Ben Rice, his 1,300 OPS, that's going to go down in a month to back down to 800 or 750 where he belongs. And
yeah,
because I'm so tired of that nonsense. I can't wait for that to die. And so I just, there's a lot of stuff that, going well for them right now. Their starting pitching has been great. Their bullpen's been kind of shaky, but not, it's been actually been managed well by Boone, which is shockingly enough, I can't believe I even said that, but yeah, we'll see what happens. The AL East, well, the whole AL sucks. There's 3 teams above 500.
Yeah, and the Rangers just got swept by the Reds. The Reds are, I think, the hottest team in baseball this past week. I think they're on a 5-game win streak. They swept the Rangers, and I think they're about to sweep the Marlins. Well, they're losing
they're
now.
Down 6-4. Yeah, they're down 6-4, but they came back and won
yesterday. But they won the – yeah. The Reds are right now –
8-3.
Yeah, the Reds are topping the NL.
Yeah.
Go figure.
I mean, it's been their starting pitching because their offense I don't think really has done anything, but their starting pitching has been very, very good to the point where I think they let out the least amount of runs.
Yeah.
Well, the Braves are right there with 1 behind or 1 in front. So, but their starting pitch has been very good, which is very shocking. I mean, I know, and they don't even have Hunter Green.
Nope.
So wait until he comes back midseason. If their starting pitching can keep this up, But then again, they've played Miami. They played Texas, right? You said.
Yeah, they played Texas. And listen, if you have Cabrian Hayes in your lineup, you're not going to do well. If you're counting on that guy to be your everyday starter and expect him to produce in the lineup, you're just not.
Yeah. Well, he bats 7th for them?
I believe so, yeah. After he was batting 2nd or 3rd for the Pirates.
Yeah, he bats 9th. They know he can't hit for shit. It's going to be like Marcus Semien soon. He's going to be starting batting 9th at some point for the Mets. So, you're just looking for great defense, and that's it.
Well, that's what I hope Ozuna.
I mean, Ozuna's going to be off the team.
Ozuna, I hope he gets on a bus ticket. Yeah, he's awful, bro. He's so bad. But why don't you hit us with a Aspire?
Yeah, give me a second. Before I hit him with the Aspire, I know Seattle's 4-9 off to a terrible start. Their offense has been
relax.
Shit. Yeah, let's calm down.
Yeah,
they're gonna fucking start. They're gonna fucking believe.
There's a reason why they're still plus 1,000 to win the World Series, 3rd best odds. So,
I cannot tell you more about that. I'm gonna, but not right now. All right. So Aspire Energy. Let me ask you something. Why are you still drinking energy drinks that make you feel like your heart's about to explode? Switch to Aspire Energy. This is clean energy, 80 milligram natural caffeine from green tea and what is it? Guarana.
Guarana.
Guarana. I don't know why I can't talk. Guarana. Zero sugar, 0 calories, and packed with vitamins, biotin, and more. No jitters, no crash, just smooth focus. They call it unextreme energy, and it actually works. Perfect for long betting nights or early mornings when you need to lock in. Go to spiredrinks.com, use code $BETS for 20% off. Clean energy, no crash. Let's ride. I just ordered another case, I think, yesterday. So I'm waiting for that to come in.
Nice.
I know a couple other people that did it too. So brought them to work. Everyone loves them at work. So.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, it's like when you were like me, and I mean, even you go from Monster, like Monster energy drinks, and then you drink one of these, and you're like, dude, this doesn't even taste like an energy drink, but it gives you the same things that a Monster would, but just cleaner and better for you.
Yeah. Well, you just feel better, honestly, because when I used to drink Monster, I actually went from Monster to like Red Bull. And then I was, I mean, you saw me in AC. I was like a Red Bull fucking vodka sycophant. And
oh my God, it was insane.
I told Nick to go up to the room.
Red Bull.
I told Nick to go up to the room, get the bottle of Tito's and the 4 Red Bulls.
Yeah, go get the rest of the stash that we got up in the hotel room.
But I'm all about the Aspire Energy for sure. Proof that the public education system failed us all. Shut the fuck up, Juan. Just because I can't read.
He was talking about Ahmed Rosario.
Oh, was he? I thought he was talking about what I just did, the guana.
Yeah.
Guana.
No. That was like 6 minutes ago when we were talking about.
Oh.
before we get into the Masters, because it sets us up for probably one of my favorite sports weekends. I thought it would be a cool segment to do where we both pick our top 5 sports weekends of the whole year. It could be anything. Okay. And even the people in the chat, if you want to just, throw out some of your favorite sports weekends. I have my list. I don't know if you have your list ready.
I do.
Okay. Why don't you want me to start off, or do you want to start? I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up to 1.
That's what I was going to do too. So, go ahead. You start us off, and we'll go 5, 5, 4, 4, 3,
I had a hard time. So I'm going to start off with the honorable mention, and then I'll my 5. So I was going back and forth between these two, but my honorable mention is probably going to be the sports equinox. That late October weekend where you have the MLB playoffs, MLB, NHL start, NFL and college footballs are like in full swing. You got the rivalry weeks. That's probably one of my favorite sports weekends. And then the weather too, like fall, it's top notch. But number 5 for me, and this is going to maybe not so much recent, but I was just thinking about like past memories and times, and now that I'm getting back into baseball again, MLB All-Star Weekend. You have the celebrity softball game, you have the home run derby, and then you have the All-Star game in itself. But then you also have, it's in the middle of July, barbecue. You're outside playing. You might got some music pumping in the background. You got good vibes. The sun doesn't go down until like 9:30. That's probably one of like top summer weekends. As a kid, we always used to go to Jersey Shore that weekend. So I remember like being on the beach and then seeing Jason Giambi hit like 40 home runs in the derby when he was on like the A's. So that's my number 5. I had a hard time going back and forth between that and the Equinox, but I put that one in my top 5.
So I my honorable mention
Mm-hmm.
is, I would have to say, I love Super Bowl weekend. I don't think it's a top 5 thing. Actually,
No.
that's not true. That's not true. I've just kind of changed everything in my head now on the fly. So okay, so honorable mention is the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah,
I
that's a great
love
weekend.
the Kentucky Derby. So I kind of switched this. So the Kentucky
Ponies.
Derby, yeah, the ponies, absolutely. So I all about it. That's my honorable mention. My number 5 is the Super Bowl weekend. I love the Super Bowl. We all love the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
It's more depressing to me than anything, unless my team's in it, which is never going to be. So it's the most depressing weekend because there's no more football for 7 months. So as much as
Yeah.
I love it, I hate it at the same time. So I look forward to it every year. Get locked in, bets, whatever, all the little games that they play on ESPN. I'm all about it. But that's going to be my number 5 for sure. Is Super Bowl weekend.
Number 3 or number 3, number 4. I got Thanksgiving. You got, and you're going to see a lot of themes with mine because when I do weekend, I include All-Star weekend. It starts on like a Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. It goes the whole thing. So Thanksgiving, you got Thursday, you got NFL games, you got some college football games. Friday now, you got an NFL game. Saturday, you got a full slate of games for college, and then Sunday, you got NFL. So I got Thanksgiving, and it's Thanksgiving. You could just be a fat slob, and nobody will think otherwise.
So I think I actually had that at number 3, believe it or not, because I've always talked to my sister like that Thanksgiving weekend. I look forward to it every year. Christmas is my favorite holiday, but for the love of God, Thanksgiving is that damn close to me.
Oh, me and you. Listen, there's a reason why we're like best friends because it's Christmas and then it's Thanksgiving and then it's 4th of July. Those are my 3 favorite weekends.
Yep, I could not.
3 favorite holidays.
I could not agree more. My number 4 is All-Star Weekend, like you said, for baseball. So I did have that as well. So everything that you said about All-Star Weekend for baseball is kind of exactly what I was going to go with. But you hear who sings it? The Sandlot. When the fireworks are going off.
Oh, that's the best.
Classic.
That's exactly what I think about. I remember being a kid on my block, and we used to do block parties. The whole street would be lined up, and I remember playing wiffle ball, and the Monroe would do the fireworks, and we lived so close that I remember one year I said to all the kids in the block, they were like a lot younger than me, like 4, 5, 6 years younger than me, but I said, "Hey guys, why don't we do the Sandlot?" And it was nighttime, and they had the fireworks shooting off in the background. We're playing wiffle ball. We're trying at least to see the ball, but we were playing. Like we thought that's why that weekend I had to move it up into my top 5. I left out one thing off of my list, and I can't believe I did it, and I'll say it at the very end. It might be on yours, but I can't believe I left it off my list.
All right. So what's your 3 then?
Oh, it's now that it's a actual weekend. They do Saturday and Sunday. It's WrestleMania.
Oh yeah,
it's
WrestleMania. Fuck, now I gotta change the thing. Damn it.
It's WrestleMania.
I didn't even think about it. Fuck.
You got the Hall of Fame on the Friday. You got the Go Home show on SmackDown. You have usually what they used to do was they would do an NXT like major pay-per-view, and then Sunday would be the WrestleMania. But now they have 2 nights of WrestleMania. NXT gets pushed back, or like it's like earlier on the Saturday, or it's on the Friday now. So, but that's probably one of WrestleMania is number 3, and this year's WrestleMania is going to be awesome. I'm gonna do a show for WrestleMania.
It's on my honorable mention for sure. I was going to try to see if I could fit it in here, but I don't think I can.
Yeah.
My 3 obviously was Thanksgiving, like we were talking about with football.
Yep.
My 2 is more than likely. So this is where I struggle, right?
Yep.
So I want to incorporate NFL opening weekend with the Super Bowl at 5. Because to me, I just want to combine them because I feel like in the top 5, I can't pick all this shit.
Yep. It's hard, bro. It's hard.
It's so hard.
You have
it's so hard.
a top 10 would be a lot easier, but if you're going top 5, like clear cut top 5, these are my 5 weekends. This is it.
NCAA basketball opening weekend is number 2 for me.
Okay.
From Thursday, from 12 o'clock in the afternoon to 12 o'clock in the morning. Thursday, Friday, we just did it. Saturday, Sunday. To me, there's nothing better than that.
No, it isn't.
4 straight days of being an absolute fat fuck and just watching basketball and yelling at TV.
Yep.
So
my number 2 is an event that's happening this weekend. It's the Masters.
Yeah.
That's my number 2. Just everything to where like it's on all day. It's something that you can leave on the background at work. It's not going to be too distracting. And then Saturday hits, and yeah, you might have errands to do and stuff like that. And you get home, you throw it on, or it's just in the background. But that's Sunday, the Sunday of the Masters. It's like everybody's dialed in, whether the guy that you hate is in the top 5, the guy that you love is in the final pairing. It comes down to the last shot. Just you're waiting to see somebody implode. That's why I love the Masters. And like we said before, it kicks off everything that means right in the world with weather.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that one at number 2.
I agree. So I had NCAA. I actually have the Masters at 1. And as a kid, I liked golf, not as much as I do now, but I liked golf. My grandfather loved golf. He used to work at the country club in Rockland, and Dad used to take me on the little cart just around everything. So I love golf right from there. Definitely not as much as I do now. Masters was always a thing that I watched no matter what. And just the last, I would say 6-7 years, the Masters has just turned into something that I like. I wanted to go to the Met game on Saturday. I don't even want to go anymore, mainly because I want to watch the Masters.
Yep.
I go to the Met game another day. I don't care.
Exactly.
I want to watch
There's
Masters.
only last year I got it right on that Thursday. I remember I was at home and I looked at my mom and I looked at Pete and I was like, I think it's Rory's time. I think it's time for him to. And he was playing really well leading up to that one, and he ended up pulling it through, and he ended up winning, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, we have our 1 and 2s flipped, buddy, because mine number 1 is the first weekend of March Madness. I mean, shit, my bachelor party was literally going to the casino and just watching basketball literally every single day for 4 days straight. Like that's, and I live for it too. And I love college basketball. So that's my number 1. But I realized that the thing that I left off my list, you left off your list too. And I thought you were going to have it on there. And I can't believe that we left it off.
God, it's going to piss me off, isn't it?
Yep.
What is it?
The NFL draft.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. And I was going to say this. The NFL draft as it was maybe 15 years ago, when they used to do the first round, I think it was on the Friday night, and then it was rounds 2 and 3 on the Saturday, and then the Sunday was 4 through 7.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like I feel like they have a round on Thursday night, they have a round on Friday night, they have a round on Saturday night, and then Sunday, and it just goes like 5 or 6 days. Like I feel like they have a night every round.
Yeah, I used to be. I'm still so about it. It's not. I talk about the NFL draft all the time. We'll talk about the NFL draft next week before it gets going. But
yeah,
it's just like maybe I'm just getting older. I mean, you know how much we love football, me and you both. Once July hits around, it's going to be fucking football nonstop about us talking about it and researching everything. I gotta say, the last couple of years for the NFL draft, it's been good. It's been great to watch back in just reliving memories, but I don't have the same fucking I can't effing wait for the NFL draft.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't know why.
I know what you mean. You want to know why? Because number one, it's not in New York anymore. So it takes that mystique out of it. Number two, we used to go on that Sunday for 7 hours, and it was, and I want to say for us back then, we loved it so much because the betting aspect wasn't in it. We were literally fans of the game. We loved it. We loved to see what our players were or what our teams were going to do, how they were going to make our team better and whatever. Now it's almost like, okay, this guy's going to be really good for this team because of X, Y, and Z fantasy purposes. Or I can't wait to take this guy's line. I think his rushing proper, whatever. I don't know if it's that, but I think to me, the NFL draft fell off, and I could be wrong. It's just the too many days. Just keep it crammed like how you do a Friday night round 1, do Saturday 2 and 3, and Sunday 4 through 7. Nobody really gives a shit who's getting drafted in the 5th round from Northwestern State University. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Seriously, like dime a dozen. Those guys are that come out through rounds 4 through 7. So
it's just so you feel like you're cheating on the NFL draft, like us saying this because we just Severino has 9 Ks. I knew I should have took this fucker.
It's the Yankees, bro. It's a revenge game. Revenge game.
But I've not fallen out of love because I'm still invested in it. But the gambling aspect of it didn't really ruin that for me because I feel like it didn't kind of, I don't put that many bets out for the NFL draft, but because I like to see what happens, what my team's going to fuck up on, like always, and that kind of shit. But I don't know, man. It's not like what it used to be, and it kind of sucks in the same way. But the first day, why does it have to be 4 hours for 32 picks?
Bro, listen to me. If you don't know, and this is what it is, I get it. There's 10 minutes for a pick. They got to take calls. They got to do this. They got to, you have been on the clock since December for some of these fucking teams. If you don't know who you're taking, I'm sorry. To be honest with you, the time should be flipped. Okay? For the first round, you should get 3 minutes. You got to know who the fuck you're taking. The later rounds, take 5-10 minutes for all I care. I don't give a shit. You got to sit there and think, who the hell are you going to take? We got Slapdick 1 from this university, or we got Slapdick 2 from that university. Who do we take? The first round should fly. And that's another thing too, where it's the whole West Coast shit pisses me off. The fact that we have to do everything to abide by the West Coast. God forbid they have an event start at 3:00 in the afternoon their time. Yeah. We have to have it start at 8:00 because 5:00 is everybody gets home from their job in Los Angeles at 5:00, but everybody's in bed in New York City at 8:00. So
the national championship is a great example. Why is it starting at 9:00 at night?
I don't understand it.
Come on,
I really don't. It's not even like the event's in Los Angeles or California or anything.
No.
It's in fucking Indiana.
And guess what? When we can't watch a baseball opening weekend in Japan because this game's at 6:00 in the morning.
Yeah,
no one gives a shit about it. They're just like, all right, yeah, it's on. Somehow they still get ratings somehow, some way. I don't know how that's possible.
Well, it's like the WWE when they have events in Europe or in Saudi Arabia. It's on at 2:00 in the afternoon. I don't know. I don't get it. I really feel like the NFL draft should move their start time to like 6:00 for the first round, because by the time it ends, it's done at like 10.
Yeah, or at least like give everybody 5 minutes, because I know you want to allow for some trades and all that stuff, so I get it. But like Mendoza's the first pick. Let's just move on here. Let the Jets are the second pick. Let them fuck it up somehow, some way. Give them more time to fuck it up. I don't know, but
they are. They will.
Just Mendoza's the first pick. We know that he's the first pick. Let's move on here. Mm-hmm. Why do we have to use 7 minutes of the clock for them to be like, maybe we'll take Mendoza? Maybe. What the fuck?
Yeah, they already know. They already knew who they were taking.
And when they fucking ruin it with Schefter and all the tweeting before it shows on TV, because everybody's delayed because we're all watching on streams.
That was another thing. I get the betting aspect, but maybe that's why we've fallen out in love with the NFL draft, is the social media like kills everything. Like, you're never in the moment for anything. You're always glued to that next headline. You know what I mean? Like, I could look on my phone, the draft is going, this team is on the clock, but on my phone, Schefter's got the next 3 picks.
They slowed it down a little bit last year, not as much so, but it's just like, I don't know, man. It's like wrestling. It's like wrestling. When we know spoiler is going to happen, like, can we just let
That's why I don't look now, bro.
Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
I don't look now. Honestly, like, if I see something, I scroll so fast, or I'll turn it off. My Facebook algorithm right now is like casino slots, where people are just playing casino games. I'll just go to that. If I see a sport, I'll just go to that. I'll go to Facebook and I'll just casino slots. I'll just watch people win like thousands of dollars that I'll never win, because they've thrown $100,000 into a slot machine, and they're like, yeah, I got a $400 max bet, and they walk out there with $50,000, and I'm like, yeah, I could do that too. Yeah, kiss your ass, kiss my ass, kiss his ass. Happy Hanukkah.
So, happy Hanukkah. All right, so let's get into the Masters, because we've been kind of rolling on this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just list my winners real quick.
Sure.
I'm gonna go Bryson as one of them. I think he's like plus.
I think everybody's got Bryson.
Everyone's got Bryson. Yeah. Mm-hmm. My couple, Alexander Schauffele. I like him.
He's on my list.
I think was he plus 1,800 or something like that? Hold on, let me look real quick.
He's plus 1,550. I took him. I have him.
He went down.
I have him too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's on a trend, and I'm gonna state off some things that maybe that's why a lot of these people are picking these. I have 3 individuals that they're like the really hot plays right now, because of just from research that everybody's been doing. So they're probably going to get the most love, and they'll probably end up missing the cut because we're taking them. But yeah, I'm on with Bryson and Schauffele.
Yeah.
You have anybody else?
Yeah, my long shots, Corey Connors.
I like that one.
Yep, he's like plus 8,400. I'm going to take him also in the top 10 at plus 460 as well.
Okay.
I don't know how to say his last or first name. It's like Hojard. It's like Hojard, right?
Oh, no, it's Haggard.
Haggard. You couldn't. No, there's no shot.
Hogard, Haggard. I don't want to call him a hoe, so I call him Haggard. But it's Hogard. It's Hogard.
Yeah. So he's plus 7,400. I'm gonna take a shot on him, and then Sung J M. I have to, because just Sung J M plus 11,000 to win.
That's like betting on a Japanese horse to win the Kentucky Derby.
Yep. Yeah. And then I have some sprinkles on Patrick Reed and Victor Hovland as well.
I fucking hate Patrick Reed.
Yeah, he's burned us a couple times. And then my top 10s, I put Spieth, Cam Smith, Sung J M, and then Ryan Fox.
All right.
What do you got?
So I'm going to give off a couple of things here. Just a couple trends when it comes to the Masters, because people fall in love with the trends and the flashy plays and all that other stuff. But I know one of the first trends is that there's been no first-time winner in the Masters since 1979 by the guy named of Fuzzy. So it eliminates like 22 golfers from contention if you want to like take that serious. The last 10 Master winners were inside the top 25, so that would take out like 40 people. 26 of the last 28 winners had top 30 finishes at the previous Masters, so that would say goodbye to like 4 guys down at the bottom. So long story short, there's all these trends where it's like 13 of the last 14 winners had 3 or more career PGA Tour wins. There's only 3 golfers that fit in every single one of these trends. So what did I do? I bet on them, but I bet on them before I read all of the trends because I like the way they've been playing. One of them was Bryson, one of them was Xander Schauffele, and the other one was Jon Rahm. Now, Jon Rahm, he's second in the whole thing to win behind Scheffler. So I have futures on them. I have a flyer on Chris Gotterup. I like him. He's been playing really, really well lately. And then I threw one in for my mom because she loved this guy. Don't know why, but she liked Bhatia. So I threw a flyer on Bhatia. He's plus 5,700. So that's for my mom. Top finish. I have a top 10 20% boost. It's on DraftKings. I did Schauffele, DeChambeau, and Rahm to finish on the top 10. That's at plus 960 with the boost. I also have Justin Rose to finish in the top 5. This guy's got to do it at least 1 year. Like he's got to win it. He's got to win it once.
A lot of times. Yeah.
Well, he was in it with Rory last year. Yep. So it's like the guy's got to do it. I have him top 5. It's at plus 580. And then I had Scheffler to finish top 5. It was like minus 104 when I took it. I think it's plus 106 or 110 or whatever it is now. So I got a terrible, I got a terrible number out of that minus, but I still took it because it's Scheffler. So nothing surprises me.
So the one thing with Scheffler is that don't ever take him before the tournament starts. Take him the next day because he always starts off either slow or
if he has a shitty. Here's the one thing that I've noticed with Scheffler. If Scheffler's in like the top 10, like after the first round, he's going to win. If he is like having a shit first round, sometimes in the second round, he'll play even golf.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. And then like the third or fourth day, he'll turn it up, but he won't have enough to get him to that top. I've seen it like 2 or 3 tours this year already. Mm. A couple other guys, though, I do like. I like Matt Fitzpatrick. I like Cameron Young. I love Tommy Fleetwood. That's my guy. And Ludwig Erberg. I like him. he was playing really good, too. Yeah, but I want to do like I want to find one where it's like later after round 1, and I don't know who to pick. There's like I wanted to take some
plus 500,000.
I know. I was gonna throw $10 on him to win the whole thing. Could you imagine?
$10 wins you $50,000.
I know exactly.
Oh shit. Oh, that's funny. I think this list though that I have, I'm going to, parlay some of them with the top 10 finishes because I know they have some boosts out there. So that might actually be a big little number. I think I don't know if I'll do 2 or 3 legs, each one. But I'm gonna those five guys that I listed. I'm definitely for sure gonna do that. Bryson will probably be my most amount of money, and then Shoffley is gonna be my second most amount of money that I bet on.
Yeah.
I also
I'm like
hit Perry
looking at
Carpenter
round
bet just now, so applause.
round one. End of
Oh,
round one leader.
Sung J M. End of round one. He always starts off damn hot, and then he falters.
Well, right now, his line for end of round one leader is at plus 5,400.
There it is,
I was
baby.
looking at. I said in a name, it's like weird. I said Sepp Straka in my head. He's at plus 6,300. I mean, Scheffler's plus 1,450. Scheffler's 1,450.
Not taking that.
Bryson's plus 1,800. Rory's plus 20.
This feels like, I don't know, man. I feel like there's somebody who's just not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be a first time winner, but there's gonna be some guy.
No, but you know who it is.
About.
I know exactly who it is. Guy plays great at Augusta. Guy plays great at Augusta every time he's there. Jordan Spieth.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely one of my choices. He just kind of fucking stopped choking.
Well, that's the thing. And it started at the Masters. He was trying to go back to back, and on hole 12, he imploded and he crapped down his leg, and he hasn't been the same since.
Nope.
But don't be shocked if, like, you look at the end of round 2 and you see, Spieth at number 1. What the hell's that line? End of round 2. They have it.
That he's leading at the end of round 2. Let me see.
It's plus 3,700. It's lower than end of round 1.
That's not bad. That's it. Damn.
Well, because here's the thing: you're giving yourself an extra day. So if a guy goes minus 10 on the first round and he's in the top 5, there's a chance he could be the leader. So like they give him a better odd.
I feel like it's so much harder to predict, though.
Yeah, it is.
I get what you're saying. It gives you a day to get your shit going, but it's just like
if you like the Shoffley bet, you can go ballsy, and you can go winner without Rory McIlroy, DeChambeau, Rahm, and Scheffler. Shoffley is at plus 1,100. So what that means is that you're looking, I think, at a winner that's not any of those guys named. Which doesn't make any fucking sense to me, because then you just pick the guy flat out to be the winner.
I think I might take that, actually. Fuck it. I'm gonna take it.
I think I'm gonna take Vijay Singh plus 260 to make the cut.
It's not bad.
Either that or Angel Cabrera. I want to take one of those old fucks to make it.
It just feels like somebody's gonna fucking win. That we were like, how did this guy win?
It'll either be like Russell Henley, or it'll be like Brooks Koepka. Like that guy, hate that guy.
Yeah, Brooks, go away.
It'll be one of those people where you're like, or Cameron Smith, and you're like, who? Like, really? It'll be one of the guys that we didn't even mention, and we mentioned like 30 guys.
It's gonna be like Wyndham Clark.
Oh God.
Or Max Homa. That trash. So
yeah, he's like a Ricky Fowler. He's like a Ricky Fowler.
Ugh, God, I can't stand Ricky Fowler. But, all right, well, tomorrow I'll put my bets in for the Masters tonight in the Discord. I know you have already, so if you had any more, obviously everyone will see it.
Yeah, I already have it in there. I might do matchups. I might do a matchup parlay for round 1. They have like Bhatia versus Jake Knapp, Sam Burns versus Jason Day, Lowry versus Cantley. So I might do a matchup parlay.
So what I was doing last year during golf, and now that the Masters is here, I'll get even more into it. But I was doing like hole props where you could
Oh,
bet
I
somebody
love
take
doing
bogey.
those.
Dude, those are insane. If you hit like
I
three guys
love doing
bogeying
that.
it, whew,
You know who I like? You know what I like doing? I think FanDuel does it better than DraftKings with the whole prop. Um, the best time to do that though is like on Saturday or Sunday because you already see how that guy has played that hole the first 2 days. So
Yep.
it's like if you could tell this guy's got bogey and bogey on both days, maybe go par. Maybe he figured it out. Maybe or you just follow the trend and go bogey because the guy just can't find his way on this hole. Or if it's like a par 3 and the guy goes birdie par, maybe you go birdie. Maybe you say screw it. Or what you do, or what I did last year was I looked at pin placement. So I looked at pin placement before the tournament started because they changed the pin every day. So the first day, the pin could be at the bottom of the green where the slope goes down. The third day, the pin could be at the top left where, now you have to adjust your shot. So some guys could be hitting it and it could be slicing into the woods or it could be going up near the bush or they got to put it uphill now. So it's certain stuff that you got to look for. And you could find out like the pin placement either on the Masters app, which I do have, or there's a website that I use. I think it's called Data Golf. You can go on Data Golf and they have it all up on there too. They'll tell you the hole and the pin placement and everything.
Thing. Yeah. That's awesome.
So I've done that, but I know from past experiences because I don't think I've done it on DraftKings yet. The hole by hole, I know on FanDuel when I used it on there, it was shockingly decent.
Listen, man, I just can't wait. I'm so excited to finally it's going to start 7:40 in the morning tomorrow. I leave for work around 8 o'clock, and those first 20 minutes, I'll be able to watch it. It's going to be just beautiful. Then I'm going to go, slave away at work and then come back home and watch the rest of it. And I can't wait.
Yeah.
And I can't
because I know right now they got the 3-ball hole score for the first round. So you can go right now and you can see Max Homa for hole 1, 2, 3, and 4. They already have the lines out for par, birdie, whatever. Right now, if you want to go bogey or worse for Max Homa on hole 1, it's plus 240. Or if you go birdie or better, it's plus 740.
Could do that. Could absolutely do
So
that. It's gonna be fun. I might put some up. So usually I do like 3 bogeys for one hole and put like $1 on it, potentially to win like $800 because the odds are just astronomical at that point.
Yeah.
What am I doing here? Okay, there we go.
The only thing that sucks is that you can't parlay them.
What, the birdie? The bogey shit?
The 3-ball hole score?
Oh, no, I don't think you can.
No, you can't parlay those.
Yeah,
but you can do matchups.
Wait, birdie or wait, Max Homa on this one. Wait, they stopped that.
You can't do the parlay now. You can't parlay the 3 guys now.
These fucking guys.
So you can't do Max Homa round 1 bogey and then
No.
You can't do Potgieter bogey. You can't parlay them together now. But you could But you could parlay. Well, wait a minute.
I might have to go to FanDuel.
Yeah, but it has on there same game parlay though. I don't know. Something's not adding up right.
I'm gonna go check FanDuel real quick, see if it's available.
Yeah, because that stinks. I would
It
love
does.
to do something like that.
I won 2 big parlays last year because of it. It won like $1,000
Yeah.
each. What the fuck?
No, we're just gonna screw over James. You're not gonna get that 1,000.
Yeah, there's no such thing as fucking. I find a loophole, and yeah. I'm pretty sure they're only looking at what I bet, not everybody else. Not definitely not. Whole scores. Here we go. Whole score: Gary Woodland, birdie or better, plus 850. That's Gary Woodland again. Gary Woodland, Max Homa. Yeah, can't do it on FanDuel either. Motherfucker.
They got it, bro. Maybe you could do it while it's live.
I feel like live you may be able to, but you should be.
Because there's a reason why there's the same game parlay up there next to it. I feel like you could do it live. I feel like you can't do it right now. Because I feel like right now, you'll probably get way more insane odds right now than you would have if the match is going on. Because if, let's just say on the first hole, maybe these sports books look and this guy's dialed after one hole, that 850 goes down to 650. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it changes based off just the first drive. If the drive is completely off the fucking yin yang, then it's going to go down to like minus 200.
And that's another thing, too. Augusta is built for guys that just can crush their driver.
Well, vice versa, yeah. The ones that can destroy their driver, and then if you fuck up once, oof. You're going to drop fucking 4 spots real quick.
Oh, I know. There's that one hole, I think it's 18. They always show it where, like, you're driving and there's, like, 100 people in a narrow alleyway. I'm taking out 4 guys. I'm sorry. I'm pulling up to the tee box and looking. I'm like, yep, somebody's getting their head taken off.
Dead.
Yeah. See ya. Goodbye. But no, dude, I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, me too. I'll probably have some baseball bets tomorrow. Some, not a lot. It's only a 6-game slate, so I'll see if I can find anything that's like, just K parlay. Maybe I don't think there will be, but
maybe I'll just do a nerfy. Maybe I'll do a nerfy tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah. I need a day. I need a day from baseball for just one.
Yeah. After doing like 5 a day, it's like, all right, let me just get my 1 back.
You don't realize how much it accumulates. It accumulates so quick.
I know. It's insane. Like, I went from 14, 5, and 1 to I think I'm like 16, 11, and 2 in like 2 days. It's insane.
God.
But
all right, brother man. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. It's been a great time. Thank you, Juan,
awesome
especially,
show.
And Utah in the chat has been hanging out with us. You guys see the videos, like, subscribe, share with your friends, tell your friends, and
buy from those sponsors. Those sponsors, they help us promote our show and they help us grow too. So you guys buy, you help out our show.
Absolutely. We keep
use
growing
those promo
day
codes.
By day.
Buy Juan. Go buy some energy drinks. Okay, we all know how you get when you're watching the Yankees. All right.
Utah, go buy Pins and Aces. Use it. Come on. I know
you're
in
watching. Florida, for Christ's sake. Florida, I'd be golfing every day.
Bastard. So, but thank you everybody for joining us. Let's have a great weekend of Masters, full of bets and just exciting sports moments. And we'll discuss when our next show is going to be, and we'll let you guys know.
Yeah. All right, man. Have a good night. I'll talk to you later.
Later.
Peace.